All right, y'all went to Charleston to a comic convention, so we went ahead and swung by this antique shop, and let's see what we can find today. All right, we found some comic books in here, so I asked for a manager so I can see what they have. All right, so we went ahead and got the books. There's a second appearance of Carnage, a lot of good books here, but some of the prices were a little bit steep, and so I kind of was just going through them and just trying to see what a good one to pick up was. You see a lot of good titles. There's a good Batman book. I think they wanted around $200, $150 for that one. But just the prices was pretty high here, so that one's pretty damaged. Kind of flying through these books. Older Spidey right there. I didn't get the price, but like I said, it was a little bit high. There's a True Believer ASM book or a Fantasy 15. There's a good Kingpin book. They wanted $20 for that one. Still a little too high. Sorry about the camera, y'all. Just kind of in a hurry. And this is a Kazar. I think they want $30 for that one. Pretty good, but I ended up passing on it because it's a little bit rough around the corners, and I had somebody sitting there watching me, so it's kind of hard to really look at books and look them up when there's like an employee sitting there just staring at you, just like you're gonna take something or something. So it's kind of weird. Huh? Alright. Okay, dope. Giant animal. 34. Alright, in a minute you'll see a pretty decent book. Well, I've been looking for this pretty good. It's not his first appearance. There it is. It's his first ongoing series, but they wanted $90 for it, and I could find that for around $25. And this is a good, this is a really good Fantastic Four. They wanted $200 for that. So that's another book that was kind of priced decently. I think on eBay you can get it for around $80, $90 for about a 2.0. That's what I would guess that book was. You got some cool baseballs and stuff, a lot of signed stuff. But I don't buy stuff like this unless I have a COA with it, because anybody can just sign a book. Then we found some more X-Men stuff, $10 a piece. Little small couple books here. Nothing real good. So I was just looking for something that's a good first appearance or just some decent deals. So in a minute, alright, so that's it for the antique shop. Just a couple, just little books here and there. So we finally got it to the comic convention. I just got a couple little video or a couple little clips here. A lot of these books I thought was really overpriced. Fantastic Four that you just seen, I bought that one for like $40. That's a second print, and he wanted, look, even there's another second print, $100. I bought that book for $10, and mine's like a 9.8, really high grade. But this one actually was pretty expensive at this convention, so I went ahead and passed on a lot of these books. But I did pick up a couple good things, and I'm gonna show you when I get to the house. A lot of good wall books here. There's a First Miles Morales. That's the second print because you can see his face. Welcome back to the channel, Why Not Comics. We just got back from Charleston, and we hit a couple antique shops down there, and then we went to the convention. We had a good time. I bought a couple books. The antique shops was pretty high, and the comic convention was pretty good, but some of the vendors was pretty high too. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into some of these comic books, and I'm gonna tell you some prices and show you some good books. I paid $1 for this book. We got Mighty Thor number 372. This is a Loki first appearance of the TVA. You never know what's gonna happen with this still again. This book will definitely start climbing again as soon as Loki comes back out. But for $1, I went ahead and picked it up. Then we got Avengers number 268. The Avengers are fighting Kane. Also a little book to pick up for $1. I went ahead and did it. I actually got 2 copies of this for $1, so pretty good. The next book we got is Avengers number 221. This is when She-Hulk joins the Avengers. It's going to happen eventually, and this book's going to start going up. There's some speculation on it, and actually, some reason they still had a couple copies in there, so I went ahead and Picked it up for $1. Why not? Next book we got is Willow #1. This is the first time Willow's in a comic book. I paid $15 for this book. I actually enjoyed the Disney Plus remake they did. Pretty good. Hopefully they'll make a second one. But awesome little book to pick up for $15. Then we got, keep your eye out for this, y'all. We got Avengers Unplugged #5. This is actually the first appearance of Photon. Monica Rambeau becomes Photon, and we're not sure what's going to happen with that character, and you don't know if she's going to be Captain Marvel, Photon, and I think they call her something else. See, Spectrum. I think that's right. But anyways, you never know what's going to happen with this book, so for $1, I went ahead and picked it up. Just keep your eye out for it, and you might get lucky. You never know. Then I got another copy of Avengers #268. Awesome little cover. There's Monica Rambeau down there. And you got Namor. You got Hercules, Captain America. So you never know. All this might happen in the future with the MCU. They already announced Hercules, so maybe Monica Rambeau comes in there, and because we've seen her, I think it was her mom in not Doctor Strange. Yeah, in the Doctor Strange one. So I'm not sure, but you never know what's gonna happen. Then I got She-Hulk #1. Awesome little book for $20. See, here's the thing: you don't buy it when it's hot. You wait until after the movie. You let it cool down, then you can pick it up for cheap. That's what I do. That's what you should do. You always buy low, sell high. Remember that. She-Hulk #1. Paid $5 for this book. We got Silver Surfer #16. Awesome Mephisto and Silver Surfer battle going on. They actually had #4. It was a second print. The Rainbow Bridge was like not colored in, and I actually got one up there. I paid $10 or I think like $10 for it. So keep your eye out for the second print. And this is a different color up there. So just know your comic books. If you're not really sure, look them up. If you don't want to look up, obviously, when I see a book, first thing I do is I go to eBay and go to sold prices and see if I'm getting a good deal or not. Because if I'm going to go to a convention, like, there's nothing wrong with supporting like comic book shops and stuff. But a lot of them people down there at the convention they don't even have a comic book shop. They just buy books real cheap, sell them at the conventions. I know they have to pay a little bit of money for the booth. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I just like, if I go there and I have cash, always bring cash. You get a lot better deal. If you have a credit card, you're going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay taxes, so they're going to have to charge you more. But anyways, there's nothing wrong with none of that stuff at all. I just like getting a good deal. So I go to eBay, I go to sold prices, and then I go from there. If they're asking $100 and then they're sold prices for $75, I'm going to ask them if they'll do $75 or maybe a little bit lower than that. If they can't, there's nothing wrong with that. I move to the next one. That's all I do. And that's what y'all should do too, unless y'all want to pay. Unless it's a book you can't wait on, then do whatever you want to do. Then I got X-Men #4, first appearance of Omega Red. $10 for this book. Anytime I see this book, I go ahead and pick it up. $20 or under. This is a pretty decent grade. Well, obviously it's not graded, but it's a pretty decent. It's in pretty decent condition for $10 to go ahead and pick this up all day long. I have a lot of hope that Omega Red is coming to the MCU, and maybe one day he will. So we'll see. Next book we got is Spider-Woman #1. I believe this is her origin. Not really 100%. I know this ain't her first appearance, but anyways, for $5, I went ahead and picked it up. Next book we got is Punisher War Journal #1. This is the origin of Punisher. They had $5 for this book. I paid $1 for it, and this is the origin, and it's actually a really, really clean book. I don't think it's good enough to get sent off, but for $1, I went ahead and picked it up. All right, now this book. If you have this book, now is a good time to sell this book. If you haven't watched the new Ant-Man, you probably need to watch it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's an end credit scene that happens, and that's why this book went up in price. We got Avengers #267. I paid $1 for this book right there at convention. I actually already sold it. I just sold this book, so I went ahead and did the video, and I gotta get it sent off. It's a newsstand too. So, anyways, now's a good time to sell it. Awesome little book to pick up if you can find it for cheap. And yeah, so that's that one. Avengers number 267. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because if I do, you probably know what's gonna happen with the movie. But it's the first appearance of like a group of Canes. But just watch the Ant-Man movie if you haven't watched it. You need to watch it because it all leads together, and that's how a lot of these books go up in price. A lot of speculation. As soon as they see a character or something, the books go up and down. So, anyways, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one.